They're both gone deep.
Oh, he's lost the knife. Why?
Oh no.
No, you can't do that. Oh, he's around. Big crash. Oh, Dali's gone into him. He's going to go for the move. He's going to go for the move. Back on him. Oh, the Tino's gone. He's thrown it away at last. The Tino's gone for a massive dive. And unfortunately, it's...
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's a huge crash off the start line. Absolutely monumental. This is going to be a safety car.
Oh, that's
Good on the curve. And he's rocked his car. He's going to have carnage. It's a big moment from there. He's going to struggle to stop that. He's in the wall.
That's out.
Oh my jeez.
Two do not like one another.
And yeah, I can see why.
He's shown the metro big crash. Alex Cattle's in the fence. It's around. There are 3 words.
Seeing white cubes while you're racing a race car, you either haven't got the mod installed or you're on some very good drugs.
Hello and welcome to round 1 of the Automobilista Supercars Super 2 Series. Live here from Mount Panorama, Bathurst. Joining you is Kurt Stenberg, which is me, just to clarify, and Colin Warwick is with me once again. How are we, Col?
I am very, very good. Just came back from the real Bathurst myself, so now about to commentate what is the virtual stuff, and I'm excited for the start of the season.
So am I, mate. I'm currently quite stressed just because we've got a massive field, absolutely huge field, biggest Super 2 field by a mile ever. We're pushing upwards of 30 cars, which is, as we know, AMS starts to play around and have a few issues at that many people, but all is well at the minute, and looking forward to some bumper racing through the field.
Well, yeah, let's fingers crossed that we can sort of run a what we'd call an event. So it would be good, but we'll have to wait and see how the server holds up. Hopefully it's all well and good and we can put on a bit of a show.
Hopefully, mate, hopefully. We've got live pictures back now, and we're about to go into qualifying.
Yeah, practice has just ended. We've got Lachlan Burke on top with actually a 2:05.9, which is a very, very good time for a Super 2 driver. Closely followed by Matthew. Not sure how to pronounce his last name, but we'll go with his name of Matthew 97. He's in second place with a 2:06.3, so it's pretty close between the top two. But looking in the midfield, it's pretty close there as well. So say qualifying is going to be tight. A couple of tenths could move you, even 4 or 5 places off the grid. So quite excited for this qualifying session.
Yeah, likewise, mate. Honestly, don't know where anyone's going to be in this field. Server has actually clicked over to qualifying, so that's a good sign. But some people having some issues staying in and out of the game. Apparently Colin's voice is mirroring. That's an issue. So thanks for pointing that one out to me, Luke. I will get onto the bottom of that and see if I can work out what the hell's going on. If you can just speak for me, Cole.
Copy. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we're having an issue there. It's alright, I will get into fixing that issue in a second.
Well, I'll shut my mouth until then.
So I'll just give you some live pictures. So, the field heads out for qualifying. Mountain straight. Your issue should be resolved for now anyway.
Hopefully it is,
Teething
mate.
issues with trying to get shit together. We've had 2 people leave us, so. This is a huge field. I don't even know where to look tonight. Unbelievable.
Not only is it a huge field, but it's a well presented field. Like some of the liveries, unbelievable. Yeah, solid effort.
We've got people like Stenberg here, AIR car, new livery for I expect him to be one of the front runners in the series this year.
Well, he did top practice just before, the only driver in the 5, so he's doing really well so far.
He was a guy that wasn't really that quick in most of last year. It was his first foray into automobilista supercars, but especially this round, he really showed that he's going to be a contender. He started to come on quite strong.
Yeah, he definitely did. I mean, towards the end of the year, he was just getting better and better. I mean, that's what this series is all about, is improving driver skill and all those kinds of things and elements where it just makes you a better driver, much like the real life series of Super 2. So, but this year also we've introduced Super 3 as one of the other categories that, as you can see there with Nathan Higginson, he's running the S3 under his number, so he's actually in Super 3, but much like the real life counterpart, they run the same race and qualifying session and whatnot. So it's good that we can have both skill levels of driver in the same race. It sort of gives incentive for the Super 3 guys to chase those Super 2 guys and get to their level, and then obviously progress there to come up to our level, which is main series.
Exactly right, mate. Super 3
so yeah,
really
good.
gives an extra incentive for those guys that, as you say, are a bit further down the field. Don't tell me about it.
Yeah, as we can see, drivers heading up through the cutting. Hans Brunswick on a lap here. First driver to the first sector was Cameron Parrott. He's now been eclipsed by Arison Martino, the fastest first sector. Now Hans Brunswick slightly faster than that. Hayden Warrington now fastest first sector, 52.2. Yeah, he's the first guy on a lap.
See what Cameron Parrott does for now. Lights ablaze in the Nissan Altima.
Surprisingly, Lachlan Burke was only a 52.9 to the first sector, but as I say that, he's now been eclipsed in the middle sector as well by Hayden Warrington. So he might feel these guys might have just not even run quali fuel until now. So we'll have to wait and see. He might not have pole position in the bag here. Cameron Parrott crosses the line to a 8.1.
Martino goes second. What's Lachlan Burke going to do? He's going to pole with a 7.6. So Hans Brunswick now goes faster again.
7.2.
Hayden Warrington to pole. That's a fast time there.
Yeah, 6.4. That's a great banker. 7/10 over second place.
So there's Hayden Warrington. He doesn't have a livery anymore, but we know he's part of the MP Sim Sports stable. As former competitor in the series.
Well, they only just signed up over the weekend, so they would have only just seen that livery cut off and stuff as he's now just binned the car.
Has now
Livery
just
cut off was last Wednesday, I believe, or Tuesday. So yeah, they didn't get it in time, but round 2, I'm sure they'll have nice, fresh new liveries. So we see Lewis Wedding out on track.
Yep, there's
The
Lewis
ultimate
Wedding.
number 9 racing car.
Yes, the ultimate. Give me 8 seconds. What's wrong with my computer? I don't know why we just had a big screen locked up. The ultimate number 9 racing car.
You see Corey. I'm not sure which Corey that is. That's in second place.
It's
Be hard
Corey.
when some of these guys don't use their last names. Hey?
Yeah, that'd be Corey. I forget his name, but he definitely is a registered driver.
Yep.
So it's hard when there's so many cars trying to get on top of who's who and who's where in the series. Corey McFarlane, I'm pretty sure that is.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yep.
So watching Lewis Wedding going up Mount Straight, I'm still having issues with my main computer.
It's having a fit, I guess.
Yeah, it's having the same issues as what everyone else is having.
Not surprising with the server load at the moment, but
Yeah, we've got 32 clients on the server, including me as a broadcaster and every competitor. So that is a huge number.
Matthew has improved his lap time to a 2:06.1, so getting close to that 5 range.
So he is a newcomer as well, a guy we have not seen before, and if that's when he's showing up on debut, he'll be a contender in main game in a very short while.
I believe he has raced with us in main game before, Matthew and Hayden Warrington. Back, it would have been probably 2019 when we first started, so it's good to see these guys coming back, and I'm pretty sure they will be joining us tomorrow night, so
That is good, that's what we want to hear and see.
that's awesome. You see Corey McFarlane, he went fastest to the first sector, then back out of it. I think he's in the lane
Lag
now.
going on in the server, I've just noticed. Just trying to get him up on my screen. I've now got 2 computers functioning. Don't have Corey up here at the minute. I'll switch to I'll watch Hans Brunswick.
I believe Corey may have left the server.
Okay.
Yeah, he's disappeared off live timing.
I'm just watching Cameron Parrott. He is 6 cents down and that computer has dropped out of the server. As I've switched to it. So that's not really ideal.
Nah, shooting the bed is never ideal, so. Good to be back, Stenny.
It is good to be back.
As we have just over 5 minutes remaining, so session's actually going along pretty quickly.
Yeah, it has gone along pretty quickly. A lot going on. Geez, this is a bit interesting. Brap trying to go up past Dodger and whoever is in that Norton car. So, a few cars there on the front. That's Brandon Donstal there behind him, the
Borderline
Borderline
Nissan. Yeah, he's been known to do some bloody weird stuff with liveries, like putting a Red Bull livery on a Mustang, which he should be executed for, but we'll continue on.
That we will. Down some details there. Yeah, the Perth storm is definitely not helping what I'm trying to do here tonight. It must be said. Putting extra strain. My internet just does not like to work when it rains. So, thanks, Liberal government. So we're
Sounds like
watching
most government workers, mate. Most
Yeah.
government workers don't work when it rains, so.
Crap in the number 0 Holden Commodore. Noticed that during the week.
Is
it's an
it
interesting
number
choice
0?
of It is number 0.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
I just know by the 0 on the window. So, I'm going to try and flick through and see if I can get a gauge on what's going on.
Well, there's a couple of drivers on a better lap. I mean, I see, as Ed Sheeran would say, I see fire on the live timing. Looking at Hans Brunswick, he's about to improve his lap. Lachlan Burke.
Flick to Hans Brunswick. There goes Hans, he's gone fast. He hasn't gone faster. It's Brett pulling over. Watch Hans here for a second. There's a lot of cars to digest in this field. I'm just going to flick and watch Lime Mitch. He's starting a lap.
Lachlan Burke to second now.
Yeah, that's a good time there from Lachlan Burke. Looking back, we've got Harrison Latino's up on his PB. He's only a 10th off the fastest time so far. Runner-up last year in the series.
Cuz is actually driving for my team this year, so explains the big "come on, Cuz." He's looking good so far.
He's looking good so far. See what he says at the sector marker. He is now half a second up, so this is going to be a big improvement here from Cuz. Unbelievable, he's down in 8th, and it just shows how competitive this field is. I would not expect Cuz to be down in 8th. Well, I've just seen on my other screen there's been an incident between Dodger and Hans, so I'm going to just flick back, get a replay of that. So it's just caught him at the wrong time, and yeah, it's just not going well there. So we're going to watch Latino finish his lap. He's crossed the line. He's gone P7, even though he's found half a second. So
he jumped one spot, half a second and one spot. Unbelievable. He's only 200ths up on instinct, so.
Hayden Warrington, I've just seen, is up 3/10 on the best time to the first sector. He's just hit the wall out of the grate hard. So I'm going to get a replay. I'm going to just go and have a look at that. This is him hitting the wall, coming out of the grate. Yeah, so that's not gone well, must be said. Anyway.
Been surprised if that's bent some steering. Cars drifting into the crowd.
Yeah, I think that game just decided to drop out. So anyway, we're watching Hayden Warrington here at the minute. We'll flick. There's a fair bit of lag going on, but that's to be expected with what we're dealing with.
Cars with a big slide up under the tree and then into the tree. Big shout out to actually my father, who unfortunately dealt with some health issues and had to have a double bypass about 3 weeks ago, and he's actually in there tonight having a race. So the fact that he's out there having a crack is just testament to his commitment.
It is testament to his commitment. It's good to see that he's made it back out there.
He's doing well too. I mean, he's P14. That's nothing to sneeze about.
It's nothing to sneeze about, considering that he hasn't really had a lot of opportunity to test or do practice or get on at all. So it's good to have him back. So one of our standout competitors last year, it must be said, with getting a couple of race wins coming from, well, I know he's your father, but from obscurity, it must be sort of said, as he got very fast as the mid-season approached, and we've lost pictures there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Lachlan Burke's actually going through the ground and trying to complete his lap.
Yes, I can't really.
Hopefully, that's not what he's seeing, but that's what we're seeing.
No, that is the AMS screen. Sorry, people. I don't know what's a better picture to show at the minute. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That one's better. Look at the Ben and Jerry's car.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just look at it.
Sorry for technical problems. It's just there's not a lot we can do when just trying to reduce the load on the server.
That Lachlan Burke did go to second place, or stayed in second place, but it's only 0.02.
I can just see, like, someone like Nathan Higginson I thought would be up a bit further, and he's down in 17th position. Steve Burko down at 18th. That just really goes to show how competitive this is. Like, this is ridiculous. It's waiting for first. This is going to be the end of the session. Fucking, my God, this is a huge grid. And Corey's gone to P1. So, it's good to see some new guys at the front. It's good to see some new guys in the field at all. Yeah, I think everyone's locked into position. It's hard to see what's going on. Lachlan Burke is out there, but I'm not sure if he's still on a lap. Yeah, and that will be the server clicking over, I think, for warm-up. Yes, so intense full qualifying session. I don't even know where everyone is. I'm going to have to wait till the race to start to see where everyone is and what's the go is and what the grid positions are. So I'm excited. There's just so much going on out there. It's good to have a big field of cars. It's like the main game or the Super 2 in real life. The huge field of cars, which is what you want to see. It's all about people getting out there and having a race. 28 cars is the total number of the field. This is the biggest field we've had in an ASC race since would have been, we did the split to Super 2, which was Phillip Island, I think, 2019. I think even then we only had 26 cars, so I know we've had more than 30 before. Just trying to get my eyes on a car that is actually on track. That instinct come in. We've had Levo Bolton drop out, we've had Dodger drop out. We're having people going in and out of the game. A bit of a yo-yo. Yes, hopefully everyone does make it into the race start. Grid of 30 cars now. with everyone back in the server, I believe. Yeah, and unfortunately, with the way all stuff's going, we're not going to be able to wait for people because we've got... Unfortunately, I can't risk the server crashing, but I do thank everyone for turning up, supporting the series. It's absolutely amazing to have such huge numbers. While we... We're amazed at the support. Especially, yeah, I mean, I know Adelaide we can get like 33 cars into a server as long as it doesn't lag, it's normally okay. But yeah, it's a real issue when you have, on a non-standard track, this many cars. But I do thank everyone for turning up. We originally split the series back in 2019 to prevent this from happening again, but unfortunately we've now got record numbers for Super 2 and main game's looking very healthy as well, so I don't think I've got room in my schedule for a separate Super 3, but never know what could happen. While this goes through, I'm just going to leave you with us for a sec, Cole. I'm going to grab myself a drink, and I can't see the sun, and I don't like seeing the sun. I've just got... Sorry, the issues of the server have made it to my house, and I'm just trying to help my father get back in there. Is it gone to race with 10 laps, has it? Or is that... I don't have eyes on what's going on, sorry. I've dropped out of the server with both computers. So I did have to restart the warm-up because I've had some shit go fucking down big time on this end. Sorry to everyone everywhere. Pretty much. It's very stressful, but we're trying to keep on top of it. I'm just going to set the race length to the correct length, which I should have done to start off with. And hopefully when we get, I just saw Corey left as well, I'll push it jack through. With just whizzing Brat. Is everyone in there? Have we got Matt Cecil? And Dane. Sorry we're not watching anything good on the broadcast. Yeah. It should be now a 12-lap race. So Dane's in. We'll just wait for Brap and we will go through. Oh, Nathan Higginson's now left. This is one of the issues that's just unfortunately track related. So we'll wait for the warm-up session to end and then hopefully we should be right. Now do have pictures back in the server. That's good. Alright, so we've now got everyone in there except for Nathan, so... Alrighty. Yep. And then we'll go racing for the first time this year. This is going to be hectic. There's just nothing more that can be said. This is a lot of cars on this track. Alrighty. Now we go to race. I hope that everyone is in the server. I'm not 200% sure if everyone is in there, but I've Try my best to facilitate everybody getting in here. 31 cars is the number. We now have 32 cars. We have the full grid in here. And we don't have the broadcast computer in here, but that's all right. We can go. We've got one of the broadcast computers in here.
Hopefully it stays.
Thanks for bearing with us, everyone. This is always a stressful time, and as Cole knows, I'm a very stress-filled person when it comes to stuff like this. And we are going to race. And unfortunately, Brap has dropped out of the server, but that's happened on race start, and there's not a lot I can do about it. And do we have the correct race time? We do have 12 laps, so I've fixed the race length. So we're locked and loaded to go. This is taking running this series takes years off my life.
Yeah, feels the same way.
Is the grid correct now? It looks correct to me. I can see what Dane Liccardo said, but it looks mostly correct to me. I don't know what the actual grid is, unfortunately, but I can't really do much but run with it.
Yep.
At this point, I'm sorry to everybody. Can't risk restarting it again and having an issue. We're away on the formation lap. So I'm going to switch. We will now go through the grid. So we've got Corey on pole, Corey McFarlane from Mafia 97. Lachlan Burke in P3. And Brunswick in 4th position. That's good qualifying for him. We've got Hayden Warrington in 5th. He dropped back a few spots there. Oh, I just had a few things go on there. Dane Liccardo is showing in 6th, but I'm not seeing him in 6th. Okay, so Arison Latino is in P7, so that's what's obviously happened with Dane there. It's had a bit of a fit in the game. Sorry to you, Dane. It's obviously a duplicate car. Instinct is in 8th position. Kel Van der Sing is in 9th. That's an impressive debut from him. I mentioned 10th in the Ben & Jerry's car. There's a few llamas on that car. Lewis Wedding all the way down at 12th. They've qualified well, but we know the strong performer here last time they were out. Cameron Parrott in 12th position. Zach Ross in 11th, 13th in the 7th car, making his debut. Brendan Ross in 14th. Steve Warwick in 15th. That's a long way back for Steve. Yeah, you can take it from here. Yeah, that would be correct. That is a huge grid, isn't it? It just keeps going. It just does not end. And I'm sorry to Dane, he's been obviously put in 2 different spots. As Stenny's entering the pit lane now on the race start, so just opting to start the race from pit lane, it appears. Locked and loaded. Okay, I'll try and work out what's going on there. Yep. Got ya.
We good now?
We're good.
So we went through the field and no one could hear us, but that's fine.
Alright, we're locked and loaded and ready to go.
See what happens here.
That's a good start there from Hayden Warrington. He's pushed up to 3rd position off the start, and we've got a battle here for the lead. We've got a car around, that's Latino in the background. It's all going on already. We go up the hill for the first time. This is an absolutely monumental field of cars.
Look at that.
Made it through so far, so it's been pretty impressive.
Oh no, I don't think so. This is one of the dangerous spots right here.
I've just heard a collision, but I think we've made it through.
Is that Nathan Higginson up at P9?
Just got an eye on that. That is, so that's an incredible start from Nathan Higginson. He's jumped all the way up to 9th from, I think, 16th on the grid.
That's amazing. Super 3 might get a promotion after week 1. Maybe after race 1. Oh, that's a big moment coming down the hill.
Levi Balkan's gone had a major moment. He's in the fence. He's bounced back into a flame bite. They've somehow survived that. I don't know where to look at them in it. There's just cars everywhere.
Yeah, this is a great field of cars.
I'll get a better angle than that. Switch back to the other computer and we've got... Oh. That's Rhodey there having a battle here with... I think it's... Pollard, and there's a car that's gone around. So we'll try and find out what's going on there. It's all going on.
I
believe that was Cameron Parrott that went round. So, oh, and that's Rhodey that's gone round, and he's had a major crash.
That's a Jordan Boyce spec crash.
So
someone's around in the background.
Oh, there's so much going on. I'm just pulling up a replay of Cameron Parrott, which I'm switching to, and I've got the wrong button. So. Missed the Cameron Parrott accident by doing that. That's okay. So there's a lot going on already out there. It's hard to keep up with. But
this race sort of settling into a rhythm.
P2. Audio that stuff on right for everybody guys. What to watch here as a broadcaster in the minute. Michael Ford's up to 20 seconds, I can tell you that. He's got him on screen now, but Cameron Parrott's all over the back of him looking to make a move. But he's not going to make it here because that's a fairly wise decision, must be said.
Want to be on the back of him right down through here. He might have a crack for us elbow. Great passing opportunity as he has half a look. Oh, yeah. in behind.
I'm going to flick
you
for
wanna-
this because Lachlan Burke's
Oh.
just gone up the inside of Instinct. This is the battle for 5th and 6th, but they're going to run side by side out of there, and Instinct's going to hold on to it. So
It's great racing. See how it goes down here.
Cameron
Very
Parrish made that
easy.
move in the background.
Very easy to lock a rear to the last corner.
Still side by side. He's got that move done.
Great job by Lachlan Burke there. Now to P5.
Watching back now, Cameron Parrott's going for a move on, I think that's Matt Cecil. So and he's got Rhodey as the next car up in the Ultimate 9 racing car. Just switching back once again because the Instinct's coming back at Lachlan Burke. Notice there's a battle going on in the background shot here as well. We've got Lewis Wedding, Nathan Higginson, and that's Calvinda Singh. And Higginson's around.
He
good
saved
save
it.
there.
Great save. And he really hasn't lost that much time.
No, he's still on the back there of Wedding, so
It's a great shot.
plane crash all through the field. Gonna have a look here at the skyline. You can't pass here.
Sharp turn. He's doing very, very well.
He's doing pretty well.
I don't know what made him think to register for Super 3, but I don't think he's a Super 3 driver.
No, I think he's a bit better than Super 3 driver. That's suggested by this race effort at the minute.
We'll be dragging him up to Super 2.
He's going to go for a move here. I'm watching Cameron Parrott's going for a move on Brandon Donstall as well. So I'm going to switch to... Oh, he's at the back of him. They're both off the road, but I'm going to switch to this because Cameron Parrott's coming up on Donstall. Corey's done the fastest lap. We're going back to this because this is still going on here. We've now got Wedding and that's Steve Warwick and AIR car. That's Zane Carter who's made his way through the field.
Brendan Ross as well, 12.
Well, and there goes Ricardo. He's gone up the inside of Ross.
Brendan Ross. Ricardo now coming through the field.
Brendan Donstall's in the pit lane.
This is looking...
Side by side.
Yeah, this is looking dangerous.
It's looking dangerous. I don't know whether Higginson was on the curb slightly then. He's got loose. They're going to go side by side up here again.
Who's going to yield? Oh, here you go. Oh, they both run wide.
Everyone's right. Ricardo. Who's your money on this? Zach Ross is now involved in this. He's come for a look. They're all sideways under the tree.
And it's only lap 4. Calm down, boys. Still 8 to go. Oh, someone ran very, very wide. Brendan Ross, way up across the top skyline. Steve Higo now. He's got to get back into that rhythm. Sort of got muscled up by 2 cars, so just got to find that rhythm and get back what he was doing at the start of the race.
Exactly right. And then in the background we've now got Zach Ross, and this is Brendan Ross. 2 Rosses. And then we've got that's Latino who's following them. Unbelievable that Latino would be back in 15th place.
Oh, there's a wiggle. Oh, they're both sideways. I reckon Cousins would have run here.
Hans Bunsick's on the fastest lap of the race. I'm keeping an eye on the lead battle. Currently Corey leading from Hayden Warrington with Matthew leading, and then it's Hans Brunswick who's the fastest of the lot of them. going to switch to that right now because this is starting to close up. Oh, and I've just seen Steve Burko's gone around. So I've had a bit of a lose there on his own. But back to our leaders.
Sponsored by Starbucks and Monster Energy. God, I can't think two worse things to join together. Imagine drinking them at the same time. You'd walk upside down, I reckon.
Mate, I reckon you'd be pinging.
Double shot espresso with top up a Monster. You'd definitely be walking upside down.
Just flick into this Super 3 battle. That's a claim bite up the inside of Rhodey. So claim bite
with
has
no bonner.
Yeah, Rhodey's struggling there, and then there's been another incident here. Let's flick and get a replay of this. What's happened here? This is Dodger and Brendan Donstall. So this is a battle in the Super 3. Donstall's going to let him go. Has headlight flash has happened. Oh, he's hit him the back of him. Bit unfortunate there. Those guys. Flick back over to our other battle. To the lead. I'm wondering if Hans is going to... We haven't watched the leaders much, but I reckon Hans is the guy to beat here. He's an experienced guy. He knows how these tyres wear. And he probably took it a bit easy here at the start in order to stay with these guys, where the three guys ahead of him haven't done a race for a long time in this series, so they wouldn't necessarily know how this tyre behaves.
Yeah, no, they're doing a solid effort out the front. From 6th place to 1st, all in the 207 range.
It's pretty quick. They are not moving slowly, that is for sure. Just going to switch to this. So Kulvinder Singh's looking at line Mitch, but that ain't going to happen. So we've got battles everywhere in this field. And Dane Liccardo has now managed to put himself, I think that's 10th, so he's inside the top 10. So it's a good recovery. Oh, Kulvinder Singh's gone in the fence hard. It's in the fence hard, so we're going to get a replay of that.
What a shame, eh?
It's just... had a bit of a slide and bang! There'll be a fair bit of damage on that car now, I'd say. Looking back to our main battle up the front. It's still very close between all these guys. Notice Brendan Ross has had an incident as well. Yes, Brendan Ross has had an incident as well up at the 3. I'm going to see if that's by himself or with another car. No, he's done the same thing as was done previously by Colin Singh. So a few people just tyres starting to go off now.
Yeah, lap 6, halfway through.
This lead battle's really closed up now. We've got the top 4 all within striking distance of one another.
Hans setting the fastest lap in that last lap, 2:07.0.
I reckon Hans is the guy to beat here, putting it lightly. There's another battle forming now between Lime Mitch, Lewis Wedding and Dane Liccardo, and would you believe that is that battle, which is the battle that I would expect for the race lead, is back for 7th, 8th and 9th.
Oh, who's that around? Is that Hans?
That is Hans, sorry, we'll go through that and we'll get a replay. That's Hans Brunswick who's around, so we'll get our replay up. So what's happened here to Hans? He's just got on the throttle and gassed it up and he's around into the fence, so unfortunate, but pretty easy mistake to do. So he's now dropped back to 6th place. I'm going to switch over because we've got Lewis Wedding and Dane Liccardo nose to tail. Leaders are still closing up. Field's pretty spread out now and down the back of the field. We still do have some good battles on the show.
Yeah, overall it's been pretty good. Like, the racing's been good, it's been drama. That's what we love about the Super 2 series.
And that's the Cardo now up into P7, so
21 spots going.
that's
driving night.
that is actually a really good drive there, Dane. I apologise for what the dramas that have happened to you, but you have driven it exceptionally to get through the field without any drama. Oh, in the background there, that's Wedding and
Line Mitch.
And Wedding's gone around. Wedding's gone around.
Saved it, kept it off the fence.
He has kept it off the fence, as we've just lost live pictures on our other computer for now. And Lachlan Burke's now done the fastest lap of the race. Who's that? That is Kelvinder Singh, who had his troubles earlier. He's now gone up the inside of Lewis Wedding. He's now going to have to defend that because Wedding's looking to come back at him.
A lot of drivers setting personal best times this lap.
Fuel's starting to come off these cars, so guys who've looked after their tyres here are going to be heavily rewarded at this one in the race.
There's a lot of green on the timing screen. So, oh, look at this. Had a look.
Oh, he can't go around the outside. Is he going to do it?
Can he?
He's got the inside still for the cutting. He's got this.
Got it.
Good move there, Lewis Wedding.
Well done to Kelvin because he's backed out right at the right time.
You knew that was going to be, he wasn't going to win that fight, but we've seen some incredible moves here from Lewis Wedding last year at Bathurst, and he's putting them on again. He's showing us all that, you know, he knows how to make the passes here at the mountain.
Oh, we definitely know Lewis can drive. Raced with him for a couple of years now, so.
He's a fairly experienced runner. Just getting pictures back on my other computer. I'm going to flick through and see what we can find out. Still very close at the front end of town.
Oh, it is. Top three. Separated by 1.1 seconds.
Notice Stenny's got a puncher and he's coming into the lane. He's actually parked it in the sand trap.
Oh, dear.
So, well for Stenny coming into the lane.
As my good mate knows, Ethan Warren, how hard it is to get out of that sand trap.
We've got the two Ultimate 9 racing cars.
Brennan Ross and Brody. Good to see battles right up and down the field. I mean, this is for what, 21st place?
Yeah. It's ridiculous how far the field goes. And the battles are still going on, even back there.
Or
About to have a battle for the
battle.
It's a pretty good battle. I think these guys are having a bit of fun. Just watching the battle for the leads now, almost alive. Matthew's going to have to defend to Hayden very soon. It's caught my attention. Oh, Brendan Ross, he's going to go for the over-under.
Rody's gone deep, yeah. That was very deep from Rody.
It was very deep, but he's...
I was waiting for the front of the splitter to hit the ground when he got on the brakes, but he kept going further than when I thought he was going to.
He's going to come back up the inside, but... Oh, they're both locked up! I'm going to take us away from this spot because we've got a battle now for second place, and it's Hayden Warrington's about to lose it to Corey McFarlane. He was all over the back of the leader, Matthew, earlier in the lap, but it's fallen back, and somebody's hit drama there in front of them, which is not going to be ideal. Oh, it's
Oh.
Levi Balkan, and he's
actually
caused
held
Matthew
the
to
leader.
lose. It's caused the leader to. So we're going to get a replay of whatever's happened to Levi. I'm just going to flick to him and set that up. So we'll find out what's going on here.
Oh.
So he's hit the fence hard, and then he's just rejoined. And unfortunately the leaders are there, and the redressing's caused that. And
The redressing has caused that.
so that has not gone to plan.
Replay brought to you by RSM.
Yep. And sorry, we're having a few dramas, but we're working out how everything works in this booth. Slowly.
You're a bit rusty.
We are a bit rusty, and I'm controlling my destiny on with 2 keyboards now. And it's a lot for my brain to handle.
Almost like you know, when you touch some things that are rusty, you sometimes have to go get a tetanus shot. So probably after this we'll go get one, and next round we'll be fine. So.
Hopefully. The field's pretty spread out now. There's a few guys that are getting lapped that are having to get out of the way. Most of them are trying to do it in the nicest way possible. Lots of the Super 3 runners are being caught by... further up.
Yeah, I think Levi was the last. I think the next guys on the lead is going to catch probably Burko. But I don't think they will catch him because
Yeah.
he's got decent enough pace to the 2 laps to not get overtaken. But yeah, unfortunately for Matthew to lose the lead after something like that.
Oh, Hayden Warrington!
As I say that,
You say that, but Hayden Warrington's just gifted him the lead back. He's lost it on his own. Now he's going to be vulnerable to Lachlan Burke, so maybe that hasn't cost Matthew the lead after all. Oh, and Hayden Warrington's going, no, having none of that, and he's fed him wide. Lachlan Burke with the light flash, he's not impressed, and I don't blame him, but at the same time, yeah, you're not meant to be using your lights, but...
No, we explained that at the start of the year, and that is definitely a 5-point penalty right there.
You call people... You call things in this, Cole, and stuff happens.
It does. I'm very sorry to Hayden, but yeah,
Now-
shit happens.
Now Matthew's got to defend his lead to Corey, and
It's slide there. Lap 11. Actually getting some valuable data out of this for tomorrow night, seeing that they are sliding on lap 11.
I don't even have any data for tomorrow night.
I'm the same. I've done about 4 laps myself.
I'm a full-time broadcaster now. I'm not a sim racer anymore. I've retired, but apparently I have to drive tomorrow night. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see what these guys, the struggles they're facing for myself. I'm not sure what else is going on in the field at the minute. Background bar. It's Lachlan Burke and Hayden Warrington. Lachlan Burke is trying to make that move. Podium sitter last time here at the mountain, of course, Lachlan.
He was.
Having a pretty good race. I'm pretty impressed with his improvement.
Whoa. It's a lot of moving.
There's a lot of cars with a lot of movement at the minute.
Start the final lap, I believe.
I believe this is the final lap, and that is Lachlan Burke has just disappeared from my screen. Oh, no, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
He went to grab an ice cream, and he's back. Corey's got his lights on. He's using it as a distraction technique.
is allowed to do that. If you're in the top 3, you can use your headlights. Oh, both slide in on the rear.
Oh, he's made contact with him. He's taken the lead. Oh! They're out of control here. As Steve Burko gets out of the lead of the lead. Oh! This is going to be on here. Who's going to win this? They're sliding all over the track. They've got no rubber left.
They've been pushing hard all of these 12 laps, so the rears will be very, very warm.
There's a lot of battling going on between 9th and 13th as well. We've got Dane Liccardo's fighting off Kulvinder Singh and RSM Latino. So... Oh, and then Kulvinder Singh's gone around.
Dane was up to like 7th or something.
Yeah, not sure. He must have had an issue somewhere and he's dropped backwards.
Here we are for the leather race. Last few corners.
Side by side battling. Levi Balkan. Oh, this is on for the lead. Sorry, I'm watching too much stuff at once. Who's going to win this race?
One defensive.
He has gone defensive.
Oh.
As Corey McFarlane wins it from Matthew, from Hayden Warrington for Lachlan Burke. We're going to switch back because we've got Latino and Dane Liccardo in a battle. Oh, and Levi Balkan's hit him! There's a huge crash on the back straight.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, Levi, get off.
Oh
my God,
no,
Dane.
and that's Kulvinder Singh. That's race ending. I don't think Liccardo's going to finish that race.
That is
that
the
car's going to
worst
be cooked.
rejoin I have ever seen in my lifetime.
So I'm just going to flick back to the leaders here while I get a proper replay of this incident. So
there's cars coming at 300 kilometers an hour and you reverse into them.
Play the tape. Here is what happened. So Levi Balkan's a lap down here. He's tagged the back of Liccardo and they've gone pirouetting around and
that was so lucky from Cameron Barrett.
He needed to hold the brake. He needed to hold the brake and he did not hold the brake and well, yeah. That's motor racing.
It's a shame for Dane. He drove through the race pretty well. And yeah, silly from Levi, but also silly rejoin as well. So there's a couple incidents we'll need to look at as partnering DSOs.
Yeah, what a race. I don't know what to dissect out of that, but there were cars everywhere. I think Michael Pollard's taken the win for Super 3 in P15. And Nathan Hickerson was 14th. We go back through the field. Dane Liccardo's still there, crashed into the fence, which is unfortunate after where he was. And I believe that we've still got Lachlan Horan and Steve Burko to finish, or they may have already finished. But believe it or not, we've had all cars by Brendan Donstal and Orjit Mishra finish this race. So we've had every car has started this race get to the finish, other than those two. That's actually pretty good. 28 cars. As we're watching now on the other monitor, we've got cars in the sand trap here with Dane Liccardo, but I
think they're trying to get him out so he can finish, but
I think the motor's pretty well gone on that machine, and not sure if that was Lachlan Burke escaping or if they're still there. Race technically still has not finished, and
that'd be why, right there.
So that was a huge crash bar to end that race. So we're just going to take a short little break while the races switch over to the next qualifying session. Thanks everyone for staying with us. So welcome back here to Mount Panorama. We're in qualifying and we've got 10 minutes remaining in the session. Race 2.
Oh, cars with a big lock up into one.
See everyone start to set lap time. Oh, Cameron Parrott. He's hit the wall hard. He's managed to get away with it, but for the most part, but it was in hard. Lachlan Burke's currently on pole. I'm just going to flick through and see what I can see. What's going on? Oh, he's up on his. He was up on his PB even with everything that had happened. Lachlan Burke's about to get caught.
Just a shame. Fastest first sector. Oh, he's gotten past all right. Maybe a couple of tenths off.
Tiny bit of time.
I'd say maybe 2 or 3 tenths. Well, I'm back. I just did that for a second.
Yep, we're sorry we've just had we've lost some coverage on one of our monitors. We're back and we're watching Hayden Warrington. Now, Instinct's gone to pole position so far.
Yeah, I'm seeing some green and purple everywhere though, so a few guys set to improve their times.
I don't have the timing on my screen at the minute.
7 minutes 50 remaining. But yeah, no, from the last race, Nathan Higginson was actually the first driver, Super 3, but I guarantee he'll be getting a bit on the motion.
Showed some fairly good pace.
Hans now goes to the top, 6-7.
It's a good time there from Hans. I expect the fastest times though to be Hayden Warrington goes to 9th. I expect that we're going to have to see people in the 5s.
Yeah, maybe one or two in the 5s.
People on the server at the current time.
That's very good. The server's holding up.
Apparently. Just trying to get an eye on who is going faster now at the minute. Switch over and watch 3. He's on a lap. He's got the headlights blazed. Hayden Warrington's just gone fastest to the first sector. As we flicked off of him. Oh, he's had a moment.
That was a big moment.
Corey is currently it's not showing a lap.
Has to be said, the field spread is very close.
It actually is quite close considering the number of cars we've got. Hey, Warrington, he's got loose into the chase. Is he going to improve? He has not improved. Lachlan Burke behind's jumped up into P3. It's going to make this field interesting. Just going to flick through and see what's going on.
Matthew now to the top. Oh, Corey's now to the top. 6-3.
Just caught that on my other monitor as it happened. It's all going on. There are cars everywhere. Nicholson's down in P19 and he is 3/10 off the first sector. That's the Tino off there. We've just seen Lachlan Burke's now gone to P1. He's done a 6-1. So times are coming in thick and fast here. Corey's now up on his best time. Nathan Higginson's almost a second up on his PB. I'm going to flick over to Corey. Watch him come down the hill.
He's on a 51.8 first.
It's fairly fast. Oh, it's close to the middle sector.
It's very close.
Nathan Higginson improves to 11th position.
Oh, he sprayed it.
Oh, he has sprayed it. He's going to get one more shot.
Yep, just one more
There
shot.
are so many cars in this field. No, Dane Liccardo has left the game.
Still got 2 minutes 30 to get back in. Steve Warwick now to P10.
Keep watching Corey. Oh. Line mention on the other screen. Up under the tree. Where's he
Man,
now?
this field. This field has gotten so competitive in space of what? Just months.
I know. It's actually ridiculous. It's gone from without being disrespectful to some of the guys further back in the field. If you're a half decent steerer, you could rock up and you could win these races about 12 months ago. Nowadays, you can forget it unless you're well practiced and you're very on top of your game, because it's gone to a whole new level.
I think with the prizes and stuff, people have certainly want to go on hunting for them, so they've come to have a crack, which is great to see.
It is great to see. And now even with the main game being as competitive as it is, with the guys in there, it makes it a step even further for a lot of these guys. So
Definitely.
I'm just going to watch Lime Mitch. He's going to come across and improve. Lime Mitch was in
He skated in
looking to win a race at last year when we were at this track, and he's gone to P7, so it does show you the field. And Corey has got backed out of it. He's looking to get a run on the straight to go for one more lap. So we'll watch him for a second. I'm just going to flick through and see what else is going on with others. Steve Warwick's improved to P10. Wedding's down in 6th.
Yeah, the two Warwick racing cars, P10 and 11. Not bad, boys. Pollard goes to 19.
Burke is still on the pole.
One guy I am noticing, Hayden Warrington down in 15.
He's struggling in this session. I'm just noticing as well. Aldrin Mishra is up in P7, so that's impressive qualifying from him so far.
I believe him out on the first qualifying session, so we'll see him get a lap in for this one.
As Lachlan Burke has caught pit lane, so that's his session over.
Yeah, let's see if he can hang on. Dodger has a moment in front of Corey.
Yeah,
I think that's going to wreck his lap. Yeah.
Oh, Pollard's on roadie as well, and he's getting held up. His lap.
Let's see what Corey can do here. He's down.
This is racing and oh, racing and qualifying.
Oh.
These two, they're both Super 3 drivers trying to set a good lap, and they found each other on the racetrack, and yeah, ruined both of their laps. We're going to get Lachlan Burke, I think, is going to be a first-time pole sitter.
I think he is.
Super 2, which I wouldn't have called starting tonight, so that's an impressive effort there from Lachlan Burke.
As Hayden's now up to P5.
Yeah, so he's put in a representative number. Just gone through for any other anomalies. So we've seen Nathan Higginson's now crossing the line. He's gone up to P8, so that's a good performance there from him.
That's a good lap.
Looking through. Now lead Super 3 competitor is Michael Pollard in 19th, Lachlan Horan down in 20th, so that's the lead of the Super 3 battle.
Yeah, sorry Nathan. We're not counting you Super 3.
Nah, I'm not. That's way too fast for a Super 3 driver. You need to sandbag a bit more.
As much as you want that prize, we're not going to give it to you. You have to earn it in Super 2.
That's it. I think he's got the chance to be able to do so. So
I think so as well. The aim of the game is to turn up for all the race meetings, be consistent, and you'll be in the hunt for the championship.
Corey's come back in. Dane Liccardo has rejoined us. So I see some guys typing away in the chat. Brap's still having problems. It's unfortunate. That's just the nature of so many cars on this track, and
yeah, it is a shame.
Server stuff.
I mean, as much as we could drive some guys up into main game, we're probably going to get roughly the same numbers again. So
potentially, it is quite worrying to have so many people registered for both these series. Problem is though, if you start looking into making another league, you're not going to fill 3 splits by round 4.
That's right. Take the pain now. Well, this is warm-up. We've got
It is.
a minute 45 left.
So, and we have a full grid of 32 competitors in the server. So we've had Liam Budd join us in between races, and everyone else has stayed with us for this one. So that's pretty impressive. I'm really happy to see that people have come out and supported the series. The fact that 2019, just doing a bit of self-reflection here, live on the stream for everyone, but 2019, round 1, I didn't expect us to get, I expected, when I started the series, we thought, oh, we'll get 15 guys, maybe 20 guys. We started that day with 31, 32 cars on the grid at Adelaide. So, had our issues, split the fields in half, had a bit of a downturn during the COVID pandemic last year, during the lockdowns and such. People were getting their lives back together, but on return here, round 1, to have this many guys rock up for a Super 2 race, knowing that we're missing our 10, 11 fastest guys, if not a couple more as well, that it's super impressive.
Definitely is.
And just to think there were guys like Alex Cattle, Benjamin Dahlia, that were competitors in this series last year that were helping to bolster the grids as well, and those guys removed, it's still huge. So I've seen both Levi Balkan and Brapp have dropped out. It's alright, Carl, I've aged 20 years again tonight.
Yeah, I believe this year in total, we've got like 60-something drivers registered across both main and Super 2. So yeah, it's overwhelming, but at the same time welcoming. So you know, we're not going to turn drivers away and stuff like that. We'll always accommodate where we can. So yeah, no, it's good. I'm really impressed.
I'm really impressed, and to answer SDS Racing's question in the chat, no, none of the series have any assists except clutch assist on. So it's the same basically for everyone in main game. In main game there are a couple more restrictions put on as far as escaping and qualifying and whatnot that make it a bit more serious and professional, but for the most part the rules are the same across all 3 categories, with the only difference being the level of competition presented. Super 2 has shorter races, and obviously Super 3 is just a lower bar for some of the newer guys, and guys that aren't as quick as some of these young hotshots to come out and have a race and still have a prize there at the end of the day. We've got a 164 model car up for the Super 3 Championship, I believe, and I believe that's the same prize as getting a podium in the main, in the main series, but also in the Super 2 series. And for the winners, it will be a Jinx shifter knob for Super 2 and for main game, and also a 143 scale model car of their whatever model they run. And you can enlighten me more on the model cars. I'm not sure exactly what people are going to be receiving, but
it'll be whatever model. So say for example, if they run a Holden ZB Commodore, they'll get a Holden ZB Commodore model of their choice. So we'll give them an option of which models they can get, and then they get to pick one, and we'll grab it for them. But along the way, we're going to try and get some other stuff as well, and have some giveaways and stuff like that. So yeah, it's getting bigger and better, and you know, the more backing stuff we get, the more things we can do with everyone that even watches and stuff like that. So
Stain Licata in this? Yes, he is in this. I think he's starting out of P7 in this race, but we'll go through the grid very shortly and we'll let you know. If he wasn't in here, I'm sure I would have heard about it. So all set for race 2 at the mountain. So they're about to set in their formation. How good does that look? Full field of cars.
Looks fantastic.
So I'll let you run through the first 15 and I'll run through the next 17. How's that?
Sounds good to me. So in pole position, and I believe it's his first pole position here at ASC Super 2, is Lachlan Burr. So congrats to him on pole position. Second place is Corey McFarlane. I believe that's how you say his last name. Matthew 97 in third. I'm still not going to attempt that last name until he tells me what it is. P4 is Hans Brunswick. P5, Hayden Warren. P6, Instinct. P7, it's Lewis Wedding. P8, it's Dane Liccardo. P9, it's Nathan Higginson. P10, RSM Latino, it's Carls. P11, Orchard Mishra. P12, Lime Mitch. P13, Kelvin Singh. P14, Steve Warwick. P15, Zach Rock.
That makes P16 Cameron Parrott. He's a long way down from what we normally see. Brendan Ross in 17th position. Michael Ford in 18th, former main game competitor from our first season. Steve Burko down in 19th. He has not had a good round for a guy that came P3 in the championship last year. Michael Pollard leads up Super 3 in 20th position with Lachlan Horan in 21st. Matt Cecil from Mute Sim Sports in 22nd position with Brapp in 23rd. He's made it into this race. Stenny in 24th, Stenny Racing Team. Brody in 25th place for Ultimate 9 Racing. Brendan Donstal is in 26th position with Dodger in 27th. Planebite in 28th. Levi Balkan in 29th. Jordan D. Santis, I believe it is, in 30th. Kai Jones in 31st. And Liam Budd has elected to not take the start, so he's probably going to start from pit lane. And that is your full field of 32 V8 supercars here for the Super 2, Super 3 Championship for Automobilista Supercars.
Yeah, incredible stuff. Yeah, last race of the night. Should be a cracker. If it's anything to go. First one.
First one, you didn't know where to look, so I'm not going to know where to look in this one either. I tell you, it's a mouthful just getting through the grid these days. I don't know how we're going to go at some of the shorter tracks because it takes nearly a full lap of here.
It does. Hopefully all these guys stick around. And yeah, we'll do our best to go through the grid. Final preparations now. Warming up the tyres, brakes. Maybe do a couple of practice little starts there.
So I know we shouldn't pick winners because we don't always curses them.
Oh.
But I reckon, I have a feeling that AAI car on pole is going to go well in this race. I'm hoping anyway. I feel like this is his time to get a win.
I reckon there's going to be drama. That's all I'm
There's going to be a drama here.
What is Dane Liccardo doing?
I don't know. He's angled his car at a very massive angle. I'm just having a look. The final cars are lining up almost at the last corner. Like it's a long way back. It's a huge grid here.
Oh, getting set. Green flag. Here we go. Lights are on.
Underway, Clay Jones has got a drive-through penalty. That's been a turnaround on the start. That's hands, and that's going to be a reasonably large crash. And that's brought out the safety car already.
You know what caused that?
What caused that?
Liccardo's line.
Yep, so I'm going to get a replay there straight off the start line. So we'll zoom in and we'll see what happened here. So the Cardo's come straight off the line and that's into Lewis Wedding, and that's caused an almighty shunt that's brought out the safety car. So
that was silly from the Cardo there.
Wasn't really the smartest that I've seen happen. But I'm surprised we didn't see it visit in the first race, but here it is. The safety car comes out for the first time this season.
They will have to drive around to catch him.
They will.
Hopefully the safety car didn't do what it did to us at the Formula 5000 events that we did. Go 260 kilometres an hour.
That was an interesting experience when the safety car hit 260 kilometres an hour at Longford down the back straight.
That was, yeah, very eventful.
A few people caught up in that. Michael Ford was clearly caught up in that, and Bright they've dropped back. Lewis Wedding's dropped all the way back to 29th because of that. Just looking through the field, seeing who's gained out of that. Dane Liccardo's in 22nd. Yeah, I don't understand the whole concept of lining up sideways in the grid. I've seen other people attempt it in other series and leagues, and all it does is cause you to get a bad start and wheel spin off the line. It doesn't really help you. Better off steering, once you get your car not wheel spinning, you're better off turning into people.
I can understand the whole aiming it towards either the middle lane or to the middle of, you know, heading towards the first corner, but the way he was lined up was just, yeah.
Yeah, and then when Wedding goes to the middle, you end up with an accident, and they both went for the same bit of real estate, and they both ended up making some real estate on the grass.
Well, that's lap 1 complete, but we are under caution here.
We are under caution here.
Try and find the safety car wherever he is. Hopefully all these guys are aware where the safety car is.
Hopefully. Seeing protests in the protest channel.
Yeah, there's a few little protests there, so we will be reviewing.
We will be reviewing in due course.
Yep, there is a lot to review, and there is the safety.
So Lachlan has picked up the safety car. There, the newly liveried safety car, thanks to me. Probably could have done a better job on it, but you know, it's now a black car. Hope everyone can see it.
Well, yeah, there's something I forgot to do in the pack, so thanks for filling in there.
It was originally made silver so that people could see it, but I think a black car with red stuff on it should be pretty visible. Especially at a track like this.
I think for the night racing events, we might have to make it a different colour.
Potentially, yeah, it might be a bit hard to see at those rounds.
These guys should probably give him a little bit of a gap, because we know what AMS safety car drivers are like.
See people catching the safety car with pace and a clean bite. Oh! Everyone sort of caught the safety car here with mad pace coming over the top of the hill, and they haven't realised it's out. Seen Dane Liccardo and Lewis Wedding have pitted.
Surprising there.
Been in the pit lane, so something's gone on in his end. He's looking like he's having a lot of struggles to keep that car under control. Yeah, I am hoping that Lachlan goes where the safety car is. I'm just gonna type an advisory message. So, oh, and we've lost cameras on that screen, unfortunately. Just typing a little message to the drivers to advise them of what is the safety car procedure and to hold 80 until the green is full to avoid any dramas here. Not too much to really talk about at the minute here, but Daniel Cardo's going to make himself has made his life good for him. Notice that Hans managed to get up to second off that start as well, so that was a good gain from him in all of what went on.
Very good game.
Hoping for the green this time round.
Yep, we are into safety car conditions. Here for the
This is a lot. It's such a big field.
race.
Sanchez is back in the pit lane. I noticed Liam Budd has now started the race. So he started from pit lane and he's going to be a lap down, but he's going to manage to catch the back of the field and actually line up behind the back of the field 1 lap down. So that's an unconventional way to start a race, you know. He'd be 3 laps down if it wasn't for the safety car. We'll just flick to him as he is coming back up to the field.
Pretty good looking car, that Liam Budd car.
Yeah, privateer entry. He was with AAR last season. He's went to privateer this season. So the car whooping is going on now. I'm expecting that we're gonna start this time round. Wow, they can see cars all the way up Conrod. It's pretty amazing. And we've now had Jordan catch the back of the field as well. So I'm going to watch the back of the field and hope no one does anything silly and tries to jump or the queue here. Should all know there's no overtaking before the green. I hope. Fuck, I hope. So here we are. We're at 80k an hour. This is a very, 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 very slow run to the last corner.
Oh, here we go.
We're under green flag. And we've made it to the green flag without much drama, and I haven't seen any overtaking or anything silly in the background really going on. So everyone's obeyed the rule. We're 3 cars pulling to the pits. Oh, talking about that, we've got cars going off here. This is right at the very back. We're going to go back to the lead because it's on here as well. It's all going on.
sideways moment, you can go there.
Nathan Higginson's up to P6. So that's been an impressive performance from him. Brendan Dunstall's got a drive-through penalty. That'll be for speeding in the pit lane. Notice Dane Liccardo and Brapp are both retired from the race. I'm not sure what's happened there. Not been a good night for Dane Liccardo. Someone who expected to do quite well this year. Nathan Higginson's got the bumper out on instinct. He wants to make that move. He's got Corey up behind him. We've got Hans who's weaving now in second position, and it's really helped. Lachlan Burke has managed to stretch away with a pretty impressive gap. Oh! Oh, he's not giving him a lot of room there, but that's all fair. It's going to hold him up here. Yes, it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to switch back because Nathan Higginson's now dropped back a couple of positions. Lachlan Burke scores the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, by a fair margin too.
Yeah, Hans really holding up the rest of the field. This is doing wonders for Lachlan Burke. It's really good to see. He's pretty much a newcomer. So, in AMS terms, he's only been doing it for when he joined the league mid last year. And come on, strength and strength. I think Townsville was his first round, if my memory gets me right.
I believe so.
And here we go. He's up the inside. Matthew, he's had him off. Now Hans has got to fight the thing here with Corey. He's had him right out of the fence. Hans is playing for sheep stations.
Now he's got instinct and Corey.
And now he's going to lose his spot into the grate. Hans is trying to be the modern day John Bow, and it's not playing well for him because he's getting punched around and bullied by everyone, and he's now back to P6 in only a matter of corners where you wouldn't think he'd be overtaking most of them.
Field's bunching up nicely here, but sometimes you do that and crazy things happen.
Brendan Johnson with another drive through, so that'll be for speeding in the pit lane once again. So I'll flick back and have a look further back in the field, but I've only got one thing to deal with at the minute. So I reckon that Corey's going to have a look at instinct here, but we'll see how this goes. He's going down the inside. Oh, instinct's blocked up. He's run off the road.
Hopefully he rejoins.
Oh, and who's that? That's Hayden Warrington. That's a similar redress that we saw last race. Now Line Mitch is going to come up on Brunswick. And now Brunswick has moved over in the braking zone and he's been had off. We're getting a replay of that. This was all going off. And what's Hans done? He's seen him go for the move and he's jinxed over and I'll be honest, that's Hans' fault there.
Yeah.
I can understand he's getting frustrated, but he doesn't have anyone there to blame but himself. And he's now going to be back in P20. So this battle that we were watching goes all the way back to 12th. We've got Steve Warwick looking up the inside of Kelvinder Singh. Oh, and he's looking at Zach Ross.
It's all on here.
It is all on. And Line Mitch is now in P4. He's got a fast moving Hayden Warrington chasing him down. And Lachlan Burke is streaked away now. The top three are a huge gap. Good to watch. I'm going to flick over. We're going to watch here because we've got Line Mitch. Oh, Hayden Warrington's disappeared off his No, he's made a big error and he's dropped back. I thought he was going to go for the move, but he's made an error, seemingly. I'm just going to flick through and see what I can find out. This is Michael Ford going for a move on Lachlan Horan, and he's going to get that done. Oh, with a bit of contact. Brendan Duncan with another drive-through penalty. So it's not going well for him.
I think he's going for the record. How many you can get?
So I'm just going to flick forward to the leader. So Lachlan Burke, you can see the lead he's got now over Matthew. And Corey there in the background.
Matthew took a second out of him that last lap.
At what cost of his tyres? But that's the question. That's the big question. And will he have the tyre life come the end of the race? Because we know what these tyres are like when you push them to the limits. Unfortunately,
into someone's backyard.
Yeah, we've lost pictures with that screen, unfortunately, so we'll just endeavour to fix that. We'll watch Instinct here for the minute.
Nice lights on through.
Must be said, Orjit Mishra, well done. He's at the P6. He entered both. He entered the 1000 and only got 3 laps in before he disconnected, but obviously missed qualifying for race 1 tonight. I'm not sure how he went in the first race, but putting on an impressive show here in his first proper true outing.
I believe he's 5 spots, so...
Oh, we've got a battle here. This is Warrington and
Line Mitch.
Instinct putting the pressure on Mishra. He's from the Philippines. It's good to have a bit of international flavour in this grid now. We've got Kiwis, we've got a Malaysian, we've got someone from the Philippines, and a bunch of crazy Aussies from every state.
Yeah, it's turned out to be a good race. Interested to see these last times.
As am I. You can update us on the lead battle.
So Lachlan Burke with an 8-1, Matthew with a 7-7. There's another couple of 10s. Corey with a 7-3. Yeah, it's all closing down now in these late stages.
It's definitely closing down as we see here.
5
Austin with yet another drive through, so he's having a world of pain. Whatever's going on with him. Oh, I've got to go and have a look at this. That was a bit how you going. Sort of can't move over me, but Instinct's got that move done.
Steve Warwick fell back from this battle pack. He must have had a moment looking at his last lap time in the last sector. Yeah, 22 minutes 16.6. So yeah, he's way off the pace there. He must have had an error in the last sector. So that's unfortunate.
It's a bit unfortunate. I'm just going to flick and I'm going to do a bit of a status update. So we've got Lachlan Burke now.
That's another half a second.
Very quick.
Another half.
Closing in as well, I'd say. Hayden Warrington's now been released from this with Line Mitch, Instinct. We've got the Scorgent Mishra, Arison Latino, Zach Ross battle. Lucas Singh, Nathan Higginson, Brendan Ross. Steve Burko's made it up to 13th from where he started, so that's a good drive from him so far. Steve Warwick's dropped back into 15th, so yeah, he's had a drama. Pollard leading Super 3. Matt Cecil, Cameron Parrott, Michael Ford. Hans Brunswick's down in 19th, so he hasn't really made anything up with that drama he had. Colin Horan in 20th, Plainby in 21st, Dodger in 22nd, so that's a good drive there from Dodger, I must say. Stenny in 23rd, Kai Jones in 24th, Brody in 25th, Levo Balkan in 26th, Lewis Wedding in 27th, Jordan DeSantis in 28th, Brendan Donstal has now retired, and Liam Budd is the last car running. Just wanted to check on what everyone was doing. We'll just make a comment that those cars even at the back there, even though those guys are sort of out of contention for placings, the cars are still looking straight, so it's not through poor driving, which is actually good to see that there's not people just shunting throughout the field. Everyone's keeping it together mostly, outside of the few dramas we've seen.
Well, yeah, that's right. I mean, a lot of those guys down the back are battling for their own championship, so it's good to see. And right here, as we join this, it's looking very lively for a battle here, so it's good.
Yeah, Zach Ross, seen him before in AMS Oz, but he's a newcomer to this series. Oh, and Latino in the fence hard. So he's putting on a good performance. He's chasing the back of Latino. And Latino's off.
Zach
So
Ross.
Zach Ross, he's done a line mitch from last year.
Well done, Nico. Get around that.
Yeah, it was good for avoiding from everyone. Sorry, I've just heard in the broadcast chat from Brute, who's Peter Savage, that Lachlan Burke has done most of this race without any sound. So he's only just got his audio back, and I know how hard that is to try and drive without sound.
Well, that'll explain the middle sector that he's just put in as the fastest of the race. So
You're going to get on with it now, I'd say.
that's incredible. Well done. I mean, you'd have to really watch the shift lights.
You would. I wouldn't be able to do it. I struggle because Higginson's going off as we're talking.
Oh, wow. That's
He's locked the brakes on the grass, and wow.
Corey now does the fastest lap of the race, to 7.3.
Just going back, we've got Brendan Ross here and Zach Ross battling one another. Yeah, no, I use a lot of audio as to pick up wheel spin and whatnot to keep control of the car, so to hear when it's going to take off. And I could not drive without sound for too long and still keep reasonable pace. So, as I say, incredible performance so far. I'm very impressed. If he holds on to this, it's a well-deserved victory, even though he's come off from the pole, as he's disappeared off our screen again. But that's all right. We'll flick back to Brendan Ross, Zach Ross, as they swap positions once again. Michael Ford is also DNF from the race, so I'm not sure why that is. Let's see if I can get pictures of that. Just flick back to him. We'll see how long ago this happened. What's happened here? He's had a lose by himself, so... It's like he's grabbed the handbrake or reverse or something, and yeah, straight in the wall. So that's not been ideal.
Must be said, Acclaimbite and Dodger are doing very well.
They are. Obviously, I know these two quite well. New sort of setups for them this year as far as rigs go. I believe they've a bit of computer upgrade, and also I know Dodger has just recently upgraded from a G29 to Fanatec pedals and a Fanatec GT3 Porsche wheel. So
Awesome.
yeah, a bit of an upgrade. So we've now got load cell pedals and a Acclaimbite's on a Fanatec CSR wheel, I think, and Frostmaster T500 pedals, so T3 Pros or whatever they are. And that's Kai Jones has had a mistake, so while we've been talking about that, we're going to see what's happened here. I believe he's just retired from the race. Oh, yeah, it's hard in the fence. That'll be a blown motor. So that's unfortunate for him. So we're just going to flick forward to the leader again, and Lachlan Burke, he has his gap. Oh, while we're talking about that, Matthew and Corey here for the final spot on the podium, second place. But yeah, it's just going off here. So this has allowed Lachlan Burke to pull away.
Yeah, this is now Lachlan's to lose if he has any sort of a mistake or has a big moment. He'll probably lose this one.
We hope not, but
We definitely hope not. He's a well-deserved winner.
oh, I've just seen Steve Warwick have a big moment with the grate, but recovered without too much of an incident. Is he going to go for the move? So Matthew's gone defensive.
Corey's got the lights on.
He does. He wants to get this done. And this is only but helping Lachlan Burke.
He's got a better run out of the corner.
He has as we start the last lap of this race. Oh, he's gone in deep there on the rears, but he's got it up.
Bit shallow.
Corey couldn't get the run back off the corner.
Yeah, it's massively sideways. That's a moment there. Oh! Another
Carl's
snap
like that
moment.
Forest elbow, I've just noticed as well. Oh, and Stenny's in the wall by himself.
This is a great battle.
This is a great battle.
Second place. Oh, they're pushing. They are definitely pushing right out to the fence. Notice Corey's car is a bit more lively in the rear.
Oh, you can't look
all the
there.
road there.
Oh, you can't look there.
Gonna have a look, but he doesn't get the move done. Just needs a good drive off the corner here. Let's see if he can get a little bit of draft. Yeah, what has happened there?
Well, go on board.
What's happened there?
Conked out of fuel or something.
Did you run out of
It's
fuel?
out of fuel. Yeah, we've got this going on, but we've got to go back across the line. We're going to watch Lachlan Burke. He's going to take the race win. I've seen we've got lots of shit going on here. Though this is... Who's that that's had a crash? Is that second place? That's Hayden Warrington. What? What is going on here?
Is that Corey?
That's Limich has taken the podium from Instinct. That is Corey off there by himself. What is going on here? Matthew's still trying to get to the end. Oh! They don't know what to do. They don't realise that he's out of fuel, and yet Corey's run off there. Matthew's going to roll across the line.
In 11th place.
Wow.
What a finish to the race.
On the finish. Yeah, so I need to digest all of that. But absolutely massive congrats there to Lachlan Burke.
Yeah, well done,
Watch
buddy.
the rest of the guys come through. So, Levi Bolton, such, still trying to finish the owner race. Me and Bud's doing a skid. But we're just going to go, I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch that. Try and digest what actually happened. So, I'm going to have to go a fair way back, so bear with us. Just need to digest what's actually happened here.
Oh.
So we're going to go through. This is Corey. He's picked up the throttle. Oh, I think his tyres are gone. And he's rolled back. Hayden Warrington's corrected him.
I bet you he's got a puncher. He's continued on. Hit the brake pedal.
Oh, yeah, and he's gone straight ahead. And then straight off into the barriers. And then we watched all this unfold. And we're going to just flick back and we're going to watch this. It's Lachlan Horan and Michael Pollard in the said cars. Just going to watch here at the last corner because we've got... Then this goes on here. We've got all these cars fast approaching. And Steve Warwick did a very good job not to get involved in anything there. Well done. I'm going to flick forward and we're going to watch as Lachlan Burke did his celebratory skids. Outstanding victory, honestly. I'm very impressed with this guy.
Yep.
Really good to see.
Drive tomorrow night, that's for sure.
Guy that we've seen come from the back of Super 2 to the front and win in one of the most competitive fields we've ever seen. So, incredible to see.
I'm going to go ahead and say that is definitely the most competitive field we've had in Super 2 so far. So.
I'd say so. So, I think it's time that we go and we chat to some people, hey?
I think so.
That was a big skid there from those two in tandem. He went for a long time, Lachlan Burke. Anyway, while he's doing a skid, I'm going to drag him in and we're going to have a chat to him. Lachlan, mate, you've finally done it. You are a race winner in Automobilista Supercars Championship. How does it feel?
Amazing. Oh, I was almost out of my seat when I came across that line and there was nobody in front of me.
Yeah, no, good job, mate. We heard in the chat that you may have done partially of that race without some sound. So.
Oh yeah, my other headphones decided they were going to leave about 3 laps in, and I couldn't get new ones until 4 laps from the end.
Yeah, that's an incredible effort, mate. Yeah.
We were talking up in the comms box how hard it is to drive without sound, so that's an incredible effort to do that. That's something that even guys like us would struggle immensely with. So to be able to do that and hold the race lead, and yeah, bring home the win from the pole. Exceptional effort, especially with considering the competition of the field that you had. It wasn't.
Yeah.
You had guys chasing you down pretty hard.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was just lucky that Bathurst is the one track that I've got quite a lot of pace around from the offset, so that helped. And with Dane helping me with setups, the car felt amazing all 2 races.
We noticed that, mate. Last year here, you were pretty competitive and you were knocking on the door of the podium, and I think you did actually get on the podium that day.
Yeah, P3.
So to come back here round 1 and get a win against an even stronger field, it just shows that you're improving in leaps and bounds, mate, and it's really good to see. And we hope that you can join us tomorrow night and show us what you've got against some of the even quicker guys.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Awesome stuff, mate.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. Congratulations, and it's a good start to the championship. So We'll see you next round at Sandown.
Thank you.
Who do we talk to next, Cole? We've got Dane Liccardo. We've got he had a bit of a shocker of a race. Levi Balkan, Lime Mitch, Nathan Higginson.
Let's have a drag of Hans or Lime Mitch. I reckon they're worthy of an interview.
I reckon we talk to Hans first because he had it all going on in that race and ended up off the road.
That sounds good to me. Let's bring him in.
Well, Hans, I hope you got your device fitted because you had a bit of a wild one there. You got off to second before the safety car came out, and then you turned into a a Ford Falcon-sized punching bag and ended up in the runoff.
Yeah, definitely need to get the Hans device on there. Otherwise, I'd have a basilar skull fracture, and I wouldn't be here with you today to speak about it. But no, it was pretty interesting. I think race 2 it was all nice at the start, and then all went downhill from there. So obviously, at Ultimate 9 Racing, we got to regroup and. Maybe we got to start the tyre pressures a bit higher because I think the balance of the car was coming in a bit late, but that's all right. I mean, first round, it's been a while and a heap of new drivers as well, and it's great to see how strong the series is.
Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. It's good. It was a good field, and you did pretty well in race 1. We did notice that you'd come on stronger towards the end of the race and was chasing back there in that first race. But yeah, the second race really didn't go to plan.
First race, actually, Kurt. I've become like Jason Bargwanna. I've just absolutely dead set. I've gone back to my Jason Bargwanna days. I'm either winning or I'm in the fence, and that's how it is. That's how it's going to be this season, I reckon.
Well, it's better to be winning and in the fence than be in the fence and then still in the fence. So, at least. One race you're doing well, and then the next race you might have a bit of struggles, but still good effort out there. You still regained. I think you got back to 15th or something in the end in race 2. So all over, not a shocking night with the strength of the field. So congrats on that, and I guess we'll see you at Sandown.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Thanks for putting on the series. It's been great, and hopefully I can keep it out of the walls this time.
Hopefully, mate. Hopefully that you keep the Ultimate 9 racing car straight and not down escape roads. Who do we talk to? Cole, you reckon? I might have a chat to Line Mitch.
Yeah.
I'll have a chat to Line Mitch.
Ended up P3, so.
Line Mitch, mate. P3 in that race after what was a very hectic finish, but bit of all over the place night for you. We probably expected to see you a bit higher up, but the field is actually very competitive. So, but other than that, how did you find it out there?
I came in with no practice, so I was kind of expecting to be a bit off the pace, but it always makes it a bit more fun. Races were alright. Race 1 was kind of just didn't really have any pace. Race 2 was, I have no idea what happened, to be honest, but yeah.
Well, we don't really either. We had to watch it back and digest it. We believe that, I think it was Matthew ran out of fuel, and then Corey spun out and got a puncher, and then went off down the escape road, and that was your gift. But pretty good then if you didn't do much practice to get stronger as the night went on, and yeah, definitely went from sort of the back of the 10 to on the podium by the final race. So that's what you want to be aiming for, I guess, to get yourself into a decent position, considering there wasn't much prep by the sounds of it.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get around to a bit more practice for next round. So hopefully it'll be some better results. Yeah,
I'm sure. So we'll see you back there at Sandown in the Ben and Jerry's car. We see the little llamas on the doors.
Yeah, I think we might be getting a livery update between then, but we'll see.
Oh, might we just? Oh, we look forward to seeing that, and best of luck for the next round.
Thank you.
Yeah, cream on.
Well, there's a lot of people down there, but I think that we probably should wrap it up because there's been a lot of stories and a lot of things that have gone on.
A lot of things to dissect, and I know a few people that probably need a good talking to regarding to what they're saying in the Discord. So, yeah, suppose we'll wrap things up and, reflect on what was a very good night of racing. And, I'm pumped for round 2 now.
I'm pumped for round 2. Round 2, 3 weeks' time at Sandown. It should be mint. And I'm also pumped for tomorrow night. This channel, same time, same place. We're going to have Stairs and Madbird, I believe, in the box for what's going to be a cracking first round of the main series. So hopefully we see another big field with some more good racing. So
Yep.
that's a wrap. That's a wrap from Bathurst. Thank you for your efforts, Collins. See you later, mate. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.